Yeah, I come into a Grand Prix always 9 times out of 10 aware of what I want to get across to the people at the end of the pictures. So I took lenses to Monza, for instance, that I might not want to here, or I might not take to Abu Dhabi, but I might take them to Australia next year. You know, but it's trying to bring across different things. Of course, this is a night race, so he's trying to use lenses that will let a lot of light in. But of course, at this race, also, you're not worried about where the sun is. But at certain races, you meticulously plan where you're going to be. And as I work on my own, rather than the agency photographers who perhaps have 7 or 8 photographers based at different places around the circuit, I've got to try and maximise every session. So I might do 10 minutes there, race as fast as I can to get to another part of the corner. There are tunnels. One gets to know, for instance, at the Hungarian Ring, there's a drainage tunnel under the circuit, but only a handful of photographers know about it. So you use things like that. Monaco, it probably takes you about 5 years to learn all the different routes, lifts, and tunnels, and access, VIP, wrap runs that you can use, and you can really maximise your time.
Also, do believe that luck plays a part in some of the pictures, because this is an event whereby things don't go as what you planned, right?
Yeah, Gary Player, the great golfer in the 70s, someone asked him about luck, and he said, the more I practice, the luckier I get. And that which sounds bad, I think it's the same. I don't really believe in luck. You've got to be, yes, you're fortunate if something happens in front of you in any walk of life, but you've got to have the ability to capture that. That's not meaning to make myself sound special. I just, in anything, when something happens, you've got to get phased by it, think quickly, do what you do, and years of practice, training, whatever job one does, come into that rather than it's just luck. I always think if I follow football, if someone hits the post, everyone says, oh, that was lucky. But if it hits the back of the net, no one says he is lucky. But they should do if there's a correlation.
Okay, thank you.
9 times out of 10 use manual focus. A shot like this, for instance, I'm focused here, but ready with the camera set up on these. On these cameras, they have so many custom functions in them, so you can set the camera up, buttons to do the thing. So I have one of the options selected, so that if something happens, if Glock smashes into Kubica, I can quickly turn the camera, the sensor that I've selected, autofocus, hit the back button, autofocus, and get it. But the camera, the lens is actually always set on manual, but it has that option activated. In the pits, ironically, one would use autofocus more, because you're just focusing on a little select bit, and you're confirming the focus all the time. But on the track, it generally compromises composition. If you think here, most cameras, I know lots now, well, on my cameras, the focus area is here. You have that ring of selectors, or it's right in the middle. Well, that will compromise composition, because there isn't a focus selector there. So if I wanted him to be sharp and sort of focus, he'd have to be up here. So you'd have loads of road that wouldn't be useful, and you'd miss all of this. So it's kind of getting a balance on that.
How many shots do you typically take during one race?
For the Italian Grand Prix last weekend, I took, 2 weekends ago, I used 8 gig cars, and I took 7, 8 gig cars. They weren't full up, some were full up, some were used half. It's a good circuit, and the light was fantastic, and I got some fortunate good positions, so I shot a bit more there than perhaps if it had been raining all weekend, for instance.
Last one, typical, let's say in Singapore, how many different locations you have time to go during the race?
Throughout this weekend?
I mean, during the race.
During the race? During the race, if I worked what I did last year, I did the grid. I always did the grid. It's a fantastic place to get pictures of the drivers and access close to them as they get ready to get in the cars. And then walk down the circuit, to a place that I reserved a few hours earlier. Then what did I do? I walked round this way, did a head-on as they come down start finish straight, trying to get the pit stops and the cars coming down straight. Because you remember there were a lot of pit stops with all that confusion with the safety code. A pan shot as they come through the first corner with a TV screen here, so trying to use the TV screen colours and the car in front of it. And then round the back of the grandstand, or there's a lot of walking in front of the grandstand, over the bridge, shot, before I got shouted at by security, shot from the bridge to show the grandstands and the cars coming underneath and the flyer. Then down back through back of the pits and out to do the celebrations post the race, and then the podium. So that's what I did there. Other races, I might do slightly less. I might do the pit wall throughout the whole race, do the start, and then get on the pit wall and do the pit stops. Some races I might do a lot more. It really depends. Like Hungary, for instance, I could do the whole circuit. Every time I could do the whole circuit. It's quite small and twisted. And Monaco is one of the ones we can do most at this point.